consortium of mainly French companies will invest some 9 billion pesos to build solar power plants in the country. The project is expected to add 100 megawatts of power to the Luzon and Visayas grids. The full story from Freddie Abando.
The French companies are part of the delegation of visiting French President François Hollande. France is the leading European country pushing renewable energy to include solar to reduce carbon emissions, which has been a major impact on climate change. They are Urba Solar, France Renewable, and Green Lighthouse Power. The agreement was signed with Philippine companies led by Sun Asia Energy and Victoria Power. Urba has an 11% share in the French solar space.
For us, it's a very important investment. It would be something around between 30 and 40 million euros. As this PV plant will be one of the very big power plants we're going to build, and also because it's a first step in a process where we do things that we're going to create a medium-term strategy to develop solar energy in the Philippines.
In the solar space, they say, there's a saying, that you're only good as your last in construction. So I think the 30 megawatt is going to be our starting point. But if you look at the agreement that we have signed with our French partner, Urba Solar, we are committed to develop as much as 100 megawatt. So it really depends on how the government stays on course with their renewable energy commitment, and it also depends on whether they're able to provide the conducive business climate for renewable energy companies such as Urba Solar to continue to stay in the Philippines and build the additional 70 megawatt with us.
The first solar power project of 30 megawatts will be constructed in Victoria's Negros Occidental. It's the biggest solar project in the country, which will be connected to the Visayan grid and interconnected also to the Luzon grid. Solar is ideal as a power source since the country has a daily average of 12 hours of sunshine. Because of this, the potential of solar is enormous, which could cut the country's dependence on power plants fueled by bunker fuel and coal. It's environment friendly since it will cut carbon emissions of 8.6 million parts.
If I refer to what is done, for example, in France, our target is to reach 30% of our energy production through renewable energy. So if you have the same ratio for the Philippines, you know what could be the target for that. And concerning local population, the right thing with the PV technology is that you are bringing some added value in different locations, and it creates some added value for the people.
What is significant also is that as a developing country, we know that population here is growing in leaps and bounds, and as population growth happens, the demand for power becomes really very essential. So that's why we really have to look into alternative sources in order for us to be competitive even in the development of the country's power requirements. And solar, I think, would be so far the easiest to install, the fastest that we can get significant results as well.
Mr. Holland has emerged as a champion for renewable energy to ensure the reduction of carbon emissions. Carbon emissions has been a major cause for the worsening climate in the globe. For the People's Television Network, this is Freddie Abando reporting.